I remember back in January when hospitals were filled and the vaccine was really rare, that out of concern for myself, my family, and really for just anybody else, I said, okay, wearing a mask, no problem. But then by the summer, more people got vaccinated. My family, I felt pretty safe, and case levels just plummeted, and so, kind of took off our masks, and even in church. I remember one Sunday in July, nobody, that day, I don't think I saw anybody with a mask. But now we're in the fall, and there's this Delta variant that is highly transmittable, and people who are vaccinated can even pass it on, or just are more exposed and therefore more likely to get sick. And so suddenly we're back in this world where it's like, well, what? How do we do this? And it's clear that there's a whole lot of, I think, ambiguity in our brains about how we process all of this statistical information about risk, as well as just a lot of anger and fatigue. And I've been preaching on that the last few weeks, but today I want to talk about how we at St. Paul are going to handle worship and masks this fall. And again, it took us some time to really sort of think through this, because again, this summer, it was kind of like out of the blue. Everything sort of just changed. The first thing is that we're going to continue to offer worship in a variety of ways. Our online worship, we know, is reaching out to people and is really effective. In addition, we're going to keep putting other ways of doing things online out there. We know, again, this is making an impact for people's faith. Second, we're going to keep worshiping outside. We're going to worship outside at 10:45 until probably the holiday weekend in October, the second weekend. And then we'll, again, likely move back inside. And when we move inside, we're going to actually treat the different services, the two services in the morning, differently in terms of masks. And this is just because, again, we realize that there's a variety of people in our church who kind of in different places in terms of risk tolerance and health needs. So the early service, the 8:15, we're going to keep going with a mask required, where we, again, distribute masks to people as they come into worship. But then for the second service, the 10:45 service, we're going to have two sections in the sanctuary. We're going to have a mask required, in which even for people sitting down in church, I will say, you need to wear a mask, or to sit over in the other section of the church, which is where we're just going to have masks highly encouraged, and leave it up to the discretion of people. I recognize that this compromised position may not make everyone happy. I think I've contented myself that that's impossible right now. But I do believe that our church is trying to be leaders in a way that is a little bit more rare in our society right now, in terms of trying to create spaces and ways for people not only to worship with a variety of comfort levels, but still be the church that holds people who may think differently about this together. I don't know if that's possible, given how sort of bitter everything has become, but I believe we're called to be a church of the community and for the community, even in divided times. So I hope that I will see you in worship, indoor or outdoor, and if you're online, let us know that you're worshiping with us. I wanted to add one real quick PS. I'm so thankful to everybody in this church for their willingness to work together in this. The African proverb, if you want to go quickly, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And we have done this together, and I'm so thankful for the staff, the council and their leadership, as well as just everybody, that we feel like, this isn't easy, but we're the church together on the way.